Good morning everyone, welcome back to Theme Park Parents, and we are back today at Thorpe Park down here in Surrey for our first visit together of 2025.
And our first child-free visit to a theme park.
Yes.
Since Energylandia and first just us two theme park visit in many years.
This is the first time me and Holly have actually gone to a theme park, just the two of us, back since Alton Towers many years ago before we even had children.
That was my 21st birthday.
It's been a long time. So yeah, kids are at school today, it's term time. We're hoping for a relatively quiet day here at Thorpe Park to get plenty of rides in on our favourite coasters down here in the UK. It is an absolutely gorgeous day, one of the last nice days of 2025 I'm probably going to assume, so we've got to make the most of it. Not quite tidal wave weather though, is it?
Absolutely not, I do not plan on going on it.
No, so I think we'll avoid that today. Time now is 10 minutes to 10, we're just making our way to the holding area. We're probably going to head over to Swarm first, as we're
testing.
Hoping it's going to be a nice, relatively quiet day, which means we will have plenty of time to get on Hyperia throughout the day. We're not going to bother doing the Hyperia dash because it's sometimes dangerous, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood for running today.
Nah, so we are just going to head over to the Swarm first thing, I think. So join us as we go to Thorpe Park. We've got about 5 minutes until park opening, and we're just in the holding area behind depth charge. Paid about 80 quid today for our park admission and park tickets with Holly's Blue Light discount, so not too bad for an off-peak day. Just seen Swarm testing a couple of times, haven't seen Stealth. It's Nemesis Inferno over there, just popping up the lift hill. Seen Hyperia testing as well, so that's nice and confident that we'll be getting on that today.
I'm excited to go on Stealth.
Yes.
Obviously it's no Red Force, but...
No, Stealth's one of those rides which really is a one-hit wonder, but the one hit is insane.
It's a good one.
The launch isn't really like anything else in the world these days, because you don't get hydraulic launches anymore, it's just all the LS7s which are a little bit weaker. Right, gates have just opened and it's time to start our day off here at Thorpe Park on a ride with the Swarm. The Swarm is a 2012 B&M wing coaster. Probably my favourite of the two wing coasters that I've ridden, but hopefully we should be getting on a few more next year and the next few years to come, so I doubt it'll take my top spot then. I was actually fortunate to be able to ride this when it had the backward seats in those couple of years that they were operational, and it's a shame they got rid of them because they were absolutely brilliant. Fantastic experience, to be fair, and I wish they still had them today. Absolutely brilliantly themed area. It's on its own island made of reclaimed land. 4 inversions, if you class that as an inversion, which I don't, so 3. A little, yeah, it's a little bit short, but to be fair, it's still a brilliant coaster. And this was my UK #1 until Hyperia was built.
Really?
Yeah, so it's always got a soft spot for me.
But the Smiler!
I'm not a fan of the Smiler. Right, let's go. Swarm, first ride of the day. Well, we have just started our day here at Thorpe Park with 2 back-to-back rides on Swarm. Absolutely fantastic coaster. A little bit short, but we got one on each side. Really good way to start there.
It feels so different. So we started on the right-hand side, went on to the left, and it's definitely worth going on both if you can, because they both feel so different.
Oh yeah, that's what makes it so rideable. I mean, I personally prefer the right side because I prefer going over the wing over drop to start with. Obviously, it feels a bit weird when you're going under, but I think it's just a bit more intense.
It definitely feels weird going under. Both very enjoyable though.
We got back rows on both rides, so we're absolutely whipped around that first turn and the entire layout. Such a good ride, great pacing. Like I said, it is a little bit short. What I would have loved them to have done is got rid of that brake run right at the end and then put another inline twist in. That would have given more speed around the helix as well. It just feels like you want a bit more at the end of it, but we're lucky to have it.
Yeah, it's definitely an off-peak day. We were getting off of our second ride and they were like, if you want to go on again, go behind the gate. So they were literally just shoving people back through.
That's what I like about these off-peak days. You can just take a bit more relaxed. You ain't got to rush about trying to, get all the rides in, because you're going to get them all. So we're going to head over to Stealth now, which is running at reduced capacity on one train. We're not sure how long the queue will be, so it might just be the one ride on there for now. We'll see how it goes.
I like Stealth.
Yes, honestly, I love Stealth. Over to Stealth. Well, it's time for the 2006 Intamin Accelerator Coaster, Stealth. It is running on one train, but it's only sitting at a 15-minute queue, so it's manageable. I'm not sure if we'll do more than one ride on this for now, as we'd like to get around the whole park to make sure we get all our rides in. 205 foot and one of the best launches anywhere in the world. Unfortunately, hydraulic launches are a dying breed, so you have to make the most of these coasters while they're still around. I'm glad they just opened the day we're here though, because it has got a couple of closed days in this off-peak season. I think it's closed next week on the 2nd of October as well. Or this week, sorry, on the 2nd of October. Was also closed for one day in September as well. Well, we just had our ride there on Stealth. We waited about 30 minutes in the end because we decided to go for front row.
I don't think it was quite 30 minutes.
Yeah, between 25 and 30 minutes, because we're just probably going to get the one ride on here today. Thought we'd experience the best seat, which is front row. The wind in your eyes is almost painful, honestly.
Right at the beginning, at the launch, the wind in my ears it felt like thunder, but it was so good.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love Stealth. I hope they keep this for many years to come. Of course, there is rumour that Rita might be shutting in a couple of years, so at least they'll have plenty of spares, as they're all owned by the Merlin Parks.
I like Rita.
Yeah, Rita's interesting. Yeah, we're finished on Stealth. Now we're going to head over to Detonator, I think, as hopefully that's a walk-on. Not a massive fan of drop towers, but Holly hasn't yet experienced that, so it'd be good for her to get on that.
I love a drop tower,
Yeah.
I've just never been on Detonator.
No, not Detonator. She's a massive fan of Hurricane Condor at Portland Shore, and I probably won't get on that unless she forces me. I'm not a massive fan of negative Gs, to be fair. I just don't like it. So
Hurricane Condor though, you get nice views as well.
is that,
I'm there for the view.
let's go for Detonator. One and done, I think.
We're thrilled to have you here for the presentation of our biggest, fabulous 4th of July fireworks. We call it Red, White, and Blue. Now, let's find that damnation gun. Oops, my bad. Not that one. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm happy now.
Yeah, someone's happy. Me, not so much, but I did it just for her.
He's got a sore tummy now.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of these drop towers. But the thing I do like about Detonator is they actually release it on the countdown. It'd be the worst thing if they just released it midway through. Ugh, my heart was racing going up there. Sorry, yeah. Right, I think we're going to head over to Nemesis Inferno.
Unfortunately, it's not one of my favourites.
Although it is on 20 minutes, so maybe we'll skip that for now. It's not our favourite invert, that's for sure. I've been on 3 of these inverts. My favourite is Nemesis Reborn, closely followed by Osiris at Park Asterix, but Nemesis Inferno is way down there.
No, never been there. You went without me.
Sorry. Go that way. Yeah, I think we'll head over to Hyperia now, which is the main attraction and what we're here for today. Yeah, it looks like Nemesis Sorry?
Vortex is closed.
Yeah, no Vortex. Yeah, we're going to head over to Hyperia, I think. There she is, the Golden Goddess. My UK #1 coaster.
I thought you were talking about me.
Oh no, sorry. My UK #1. Holly's isn't for some reason. She likes Smiler more because she's weird.
I like my inversions.
Can't wait to get back on this, and I've been dying to get here on an off-peak day. Came here twice last year. and it was only running on one train when we came on the off-peak day, so it was about a 60-minute to 90-minute queue all day. It was absolutely going, but finally running on 2 trains, so currently sitting on a 20-minute wait, so I think we'll probably do this back to back just before lunch, and then yeah, we'll try and get a few more rides in it throughout the day. Got to leave a little bit early today so we can get back to get the children from school. They've got some after school care, but we need to be back by about 6 o'clock, so I'll end up leaving the park probably about 3:30, 4:45.
Tips over the bank. All you can see is the floor. So at least when you look down, you'll be able to see my lovely face. We're sat like this. You'll be on the right, I'll be on the left. But you are not going to be able to do this. Right? Because we're in our own seats. That bit. And then this bit's the upside down bit, ready? And then a bunch of women
Well, we waited just 25 minutes there for our ride on Hyperia, which was 5 minutes more than expected, but the operations have been absolutely fantastic today. They have been absolutely getting these trains out. Every single train is out by the next one. So by the time the next one's even reached the brake run. So yeah, it's been pretty efficient today. Not many fast tracks as well. Don't get too many being sold on these off-peak days. So we're coming for another lap. Row 5, that was probably one of the worst seats on there. Hoping to get further towards the back on this one, as the back is an amazing seat on that first drop. It might not be everyone's favourite in the UK, but you cannot deny it has an incredible soundtrack to it. Holly gets annoyed because I listen to the soundtrack at home so much. This and Icon, absolutely love the soundtracks too. A little bit busier than I expected today. It's not quite the complete off-peak season like October is, so there are a few bigger queues today. Both Saw and Colossus are sitting, both Saw and Nemesis Inferno are sitting on 25 minutes. But we'll get them all in at some point. But for now, back on Hyperia. Well, we just come off our second ride there on Hyperia. We queued a little less the second time. Oh, God, there's a wasp.
And we managed to get front row.
Yes, completely unplanned, obviously.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a front row queue, so that was a good experience.
I do have a headache though, that is intense.
It is an intense coaster.
Yeah.
Holly greyed out a couple of times in there, I think.
Yeah, no, well, just once each time, and it's the same part.
I managed to avoid it, fortunately. So we've done 2 rides on Hyperia. We're going to head over to Saw and Colossus now to get those coasters out of the way. They're not the smoothest things or the most enjoyable, but
I like Saw.
yeah, the indoor section's good, but it's a bit
Colossus
of a letdown.
isn't one of my favourites. It's down there with Nemesis, unfortunately.
They're both on sort of low queues, so whilst we're here, we may as well ride them, and then we'll probably head for something to eat after that. Colossus, you either love it or you hate it. I'm not a massive fan of inversions. I much prefer airtime and speed, so this is very much Holly's forte. But nevertheless, it's a roller coaster. I still get a bit of enjoyment out of riding it. So yeah, we're going to go for it. Opened back in 2002, held the world record for the most amount of inversions until the Smiler was built back in 2013. That music is incredibly loud. Only a 10-minute wait, not too bad. Running 2 trains, which is always nice on these off-peak days. They don't always do it, so yeah, should be able to get on fairly soon. Has got a little bit rough and raggedy around the edges in the past few years, but doesn't look like it's going to be going anywhere. Well, you know, when the queue is not out the station building, it's going to be less than 10 minutes. Well, a pretty unenjoyable ride there on Colossus. It's rough, it twists you about, it's uncomfortable. Yeah,
My ears hurt.
one and done for that, I think.
Yeah,
So
it's not
shan't
as
be doing that
enjoyable as
again.
I thought. The restraints definitely need to be altered for that.
Yeah, it's definitely aged not well. Obviously, it was state of the art back in 2002, but things have moved on a lot since then. It could really do with new trains, if anything. Try not to drop my phone down there. One advantage to that is that we only waited for about 5 minutes, less than that.
Yeah,
like 2 trains and we were on. So it's always nice when they run 2 trains on an off-peak day. Just really kills the queue times and it's so much better. Yeah, Saw's just come down to a 20-minute wait, so we're going to head over to Saw now. Again, a bit of a rough ride, but
Saw.
yeah, a little bit more enjoyable than Colossus.
Yeah. Maybe after riding Nemesis, it might be above Colossus. Colossus has always been above Nemesis for me. But
Nemesis
after
has
that,
always been the worst for me. I just never enjoyed Nemesis Inferno.
Colossus is just so rough. Like Dan said, it's not aged well at all.
No. But neither has this 2009 Gerstlauer Eurofighter.
Yes, it has. It's aged beautifully. It's a lovely roller coaster. Don't listen to what he says.
You're not an enthusiast, you don't know.
I like it.
Look,
It's fun.
Saw the Ride used to be the signature attraction here when it first opened, but it's not aged well. It's got a great indoor scene. That's probably the most enjoyable part of the ride, but it's very jolty. The inversions are very tight, and
It's fun.
again, the restraints aren't the most comfy things in the world. Of course, we'll be getting a brand new Eurofighter next year when Poltons complete their Draken, their Vikings themed roller coaster. So
Very excited for that.
hopefully that's a bit more enjoyable. If there is one good thing about Saw, is that it does have a very immersive queue line. The air cannons above you do scare you a lot, and it's obviously very well themed. Fortunately, it's just come down to 10 minutes.
And I've just seen that. Let's run. Well, we had a bit of a rough ride there, but it wasn't too bad. Saw the Ride is one of those ones where you just need to know how to ride it. Keep your head forward, keep your neck stiff, and you won't be too bad. Yeah, it was a little bit sore on the shoulders, so I don't remember it being like that last time I rode it.
Yeah, and my restraint tightened on the indoor section, so it was absolutely crushing my legs on the way out, and then the rest of the ride was a little bit uncomfortable, but obviously could be worse, to be fair. We're going to head over for a bite to eat now because I'm absolutely starving, and then we'll be getting on with some re-rides as we've done every major coaster now. Probably going to skip Walking Dead today. I just don't get any enjoyment from it.
I'm scared of.
Holly doesn't like it. Yeah, I don't think there'll be live actors in there today as it's an off-peak day, but yeah, it's just not particularly enjoyable, and it was far better when it used to be X No Way Out. Used to go backwards, used to be cool effects in there. I don't know why they rethemed it for. I'm hoping that one day they'll bring it back to how it was. But yeah, we've done 7 rides, just gone past midday, 10 to 1 now, so yeah, going to grab some food, and then we've got about 2.5 hours after that for some more re-rides. Is the rest of it? Bit of a shame today that Samurai is closed, as this is my favourite flat ride in the park. I have brief memories of when this was alive over at Chessington in that exact same paint scheme. Of course, I was way too young to ride it then. But yeah, I do love Samurai, and it's a shame that we won't be riding it today. But we should hopefully get on Rush later on, which is also one of the best flat rides in the park. But yeah, no Samurai today. but we're going to come over for our third ride of the day now on Hyperia. Now, as much as I do love this ride, it is painfully short. It's got 4 world-class elements, but as soon as you hit that trim brake, it just feels like it's way too short. What I would have loved them to do is something like Hyperion at Energylandia, where you've got the first section of the ride, but then the second section, you just got all this low to the ground, high speed darting around, a couple of helixes, some bunny hills. That would have been great, especially meandering in and out of all these supports down the bottom. That would have been really good. But then I truly think Hyperia would be a world-class coaster. Nevertheless, it is what it is, and they've made the most with the space they have and the budget, so yeah, on to ride number 3 of the day. Hopefully near the back this time. Now, if you hit Hyperia first thing in the morning, the sun will be glaring in your eyes. So on an off-peak day like today, it can actually be worth just waiting until a little bit later on in the day. Queue tends to stay pretty low all day, and you haven't got to do the Hyperia rope drop dash then. There was a good amount of people absolutely legging it this morning, and I've seen people get quite violent at these rope drops as well. People getting pushed over, shoved out the way, and yeah, it's not nice to see sometimes. So on an off-peak day like today, maybe leave Hyperia a bit later on in the day. Well, we got row 3 there on Hyperia on that ride. Again, waited about 20 minutes. Doesn't look like I'm going to get a back row ride today. Might have time for one more later on, but for now we're going to head over to a flat ride. And we are going to go on Rush, which is our second favourite flat ride after Samurai. The S&S Screaming Swing.
But it's closed. Samurai's closed.
Yeah, Samurai. I wish we could get on Samurai. Not today though. Cycles seem to be a lot shorter nowadays on Rush, which is a shame. And it seems the one nearest the dome always swings a bit higher than the one that's closest to the Hyperia. So hopefully we get on that one. I have seen both cycle in today. It's currently sitting on a 10-minute queue. So yeah, let's go and get on Rush. Well, it's advertised at 10 minutes, but there's actually not a single person in the queue other than us and one other girl. So yeah, this will be a nice walk on. Always a fun ride there on Rush, but the dome side has definitely got a noticeably higher swing than the Colossus side. Well, luckily that was the side we got, to be fair. And when you're actually on it, you can see how much higher you swing than the Colossus side. A little bit of a short cycle, but I guess that comes with age, as it does run on a limited compressed air system. 20 years old now, but they're still making them, as one just opened over at Hershey Park in the USA. We're now heading back over to Swarm to get our last ride in of the day on this. We'll then do a loop round and get Nemesis Inferno in, which has been drastically reduced in queue size, and then we'll finish the day up with a couple more rides, or just a single ride on Hyperia. It's been a very good day, as expected. It always is on these off-peak days. Very limited queues, tend to have better ride availability as well. So yeah, far more worth the money than your Easter holiday days. I say in the intro that this is my second visit of the year, because I did take Holly's nephews down here in the Easter holidays, and it's absolutely horrendous. I think we got on about 5-6 rides all day. It was just absolutely packed. So yeah, that's why we avoid school holidays. It's just not worth it. Go for another ride on this side, and we're going to go towards the front, as we got 2 back row rides earlier. Obviously the back is great for being whipped round, but at the front you get a load of hang time going over that dive loop, which is always good fun. Ah yes, it just needs another twist at the end and it would be perfect. Second row from the front there, and almost a completely different ride experience at certain times. Definitely a lot more intense because you really get pushed into the troughs of the hills, so you do feel the speed a lot more. I actually grayed out quite badly on the Helix, to be fair.
I think the greying out is giving me a bit of a migraine. I seem to have quite a pressure headache behind my eyes at the minute.
We're just getting old, that's all it is.
I think I am getting a bit old.
We just can't hack it anymore.
But no, I found that on parts where I know I find it particularly intense, if I close my eyes it does help.
Yeah.
So
we're going to check out the queue for Stealth, but last time I checked it was 40 minutes. So if that's too big still, we're just going to head to Nemesis Inferno, get that done, and then head back to Hyperia for the last ride of the day before we set off, I think. As much as it is a relatively warm day, I think we shall be giving Tidal over miss. It's always fun to watch it though, and see everybody get soaked. Yep, definitely not the day for it. Well, Stealth is on a 35-minute wait still, so we're just going to head over to Nemesis Inferno, the 2003 B&M Invert. Not a massive fan of this ride, but like I say, as we're here, we may as well ride it. It's on a 5-minute queue, so I imagine it'll more or less be a walk-on. The only part I do like about this ride is the indoor section. It is quite good, it's very immersive, you got the steam effects, and it's a nice way to start off the ride before you enter the lift hill.
it seems like they are setting up for, is it a Fright Night that they do?
Fright Nights, yeah.
Yeah. They've got people painting cages, popping up stages everywhere. So
oh yeah, the theming it's quite good when it's all finished.
It does look really good. So I'm excited to see other people's views on that, because we're actually heading over to Alton Towers for ours.
Yeah, we're not going to bother with Thorpe Park. We are, however, going to be doing Alton Towers Scarefest, which is the counterpart to Fright Nights. Obviously, each theme park does their own thing for Halloween. Alton Towers, it will be open from 10 AM till 9 PM, and we plan on doing the full park hours. Shan't be doing any of the scare mazes though, because Holly's a wuss.
You can do that. No, I have actually read if you cross your arms over you, they don't come near you because they know that you're a terrified wimp. So
right.
Maybe we could just do that.
But why would you pay to be a terrified wimp for?
No, you don't have to pay to go in the mazes.
Yeah, you do. The maze...
I'm not paying to go in the maze. You can...
No, the mazes are an additional charge.
Right,
to
so
the,
I will sit at the sidelines and read, and you can go through them if you so wish to.
To check you're safe to go. Now sit back, relax. It's time to feel the heat of Nemesis.
Yeah, I know all the well. Quite the whole situation with Well, we just had a marginally enjoyable ride on Nemesis Inferno. We made the most of it and decided to queue for front row, so in the end we waited about 15 minutes. You know, you make what you can of these B&M inverts. Some of them are decent, some of them not so much. But as I said, I always like the part where it comes out the tunnel onto the lift hill. Indoor section's pretty decent. We're going to head now back to Hyperia, where we will be finishing this pretty decent day. To be fair, we've done everything we wanted to, multiple re-rides on stuff. So yeah, can't really complain. Always come off peak when it's available. I think we're probably going to make this our last ride of the day. Both of our heads are getting a little bit sore from continuously riding, and Thorpe Park doesn't have the best selection of smooth roller coasters. So yeah, we'll probably get on this. That'll be our fourth ride of the day on this, and I've lost count of how many other rides we've done, but we've got on a good amount, to be fair. So we'll head off, grab the kids from school, and then yeah, conclude this day after Hyperia.
Well, our heads hurt.
Very
It's been a
much
long
so.
day for us, although we've only actually been here for 5 hours. We've done a lot and packed a lot into that time. So, all we've done this day with virtually no sleep. Holly didn't sleep great either, so we decided to call it a day. It's just gone 3 o'clock, so it gives us plenty of time to get home.
Yeah, it's nearly 3:30 now.
Yeah, it gives us plenty of time to get home and get the kids before they need to be collected. We will be back next week when we head over to Chessington for my second visit in recent years, but this is for Holly's first ever time, so it'd be nice for her to
And he's making
experience
me
that
drive
park.
there.
Well, yeah, because your car is fine with the Eulers. Mine, unfortunately, it will be charged to go to Chessington, which is a bit of a shame, so yeah.
Yeah.
We will be back next week. We've had a brilliant day. We've done Hyperia 4 times. We've done the Swarm 3 times. We've done all the major coasters apart from Walking Dead, because it sucks. Done a couple of flat rides with Detonator and Rush as well, so we've had a pretty decent day. We've got exactly what we wanted out of it, and we shall be back again
Yeah.
at some point.
So, one thing just to mention that some of you might not be well aware, we do have Instagram and TikTok, so we post shorts over on TikTok. Instagram is more just photos and information about roller coasters, because sometimes we can't talk about all of the information. Well, you can't talk about all of the information, all of the facts about all of the roller coasters, so we tend to put that on Instagram. But same name over there, Theme Park Parent, so give us a follow over there as well.
Yeah, I'll stick a link in this YouTube video. So, we will leave you with our final standard saying. We hope you enjoyed the ride.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.